It took me around 1.5 years to learn DSA and 2 plus years and continuing to learn about web development. And that happened with me because I was a newbie, confused, and I rushed to a hell lot of resources and wasting a lot of time of mine. But don't worry, I would not let that happen with you. So hey guys, this is Rahul here, and in today's video we are going to talk about a particular roadmap that I am going to build for myself, and the topic of the video is how I would learn to code if I would start over. Let's go. So this is going to be our video's timeline, in which first I would be talking about coding, a roadmap for you. How would you prepare for coding? Okay. Then we would be talking about other subjects like your core subjects, operating systems, computer networks, aptitude, and other subjects. These are really important, and most of the companies sometimes just ask about these subjects and they skip DSA part as well. That happens a lot of time in on-campus placements, so stay tuned. And the third thing is miscellaneous. That is really important from the point of view of your placements. Okay, so just watch the video till the end. And then we would be covering our coding subjects into two parts, that is DSA and development. So first thing first, talking about your coding roadmap. Okay, how I would learn coding now, and firstly talking about DSA, how I would learn DSA from scratch. Let's talk about it. So in DSA there comes two things. Okay, first is the basic things. That means array, searching, sorting, etc. And the second thing is the advanced DSA, tree, graphs, dynamic programming, recursion, etc. So, okay, so how I would divide that, how I would cover those topics is I would first refer to the YouTube channel of Kunal Kushwaha. Yeah, he teaches DSA in Java. So if you are someone who wants to learn DSA in Java, then you can definitely refer to his channel. His channel has a playlist of around 40 to 44 videos, I think. And those videos, each of those videos is about a length of 1 hour, okay? And he has covered the basics in really good depth. And I think that is the only playlist that you want if you want to cover basics and you want to clear them, okay? So I would first refer to his playlist, and I would give that roughly around 1 to 1.5 months. And he has also covered lead code questions that he is doing along with the video explanations. So along with that, after 10 to 15 days, I would start practicing on lead code or any other platform that I would want. So that will just enhance my basics. That would help me to grab concepts, and that would be helpful for me in the initial phase, okay? So with the playlist of Kunal Kushwaha, I have covered arrays, time and space complexity, sorting, searching, etc. Okay, now it's time to make a switch. Switch what? If you have covered these topics, then you are good enough to solve decent array questions up to medium level, and few binary search questions you can solve up to a good level by watching this playlist, okay? And searching and sorting, he teaches that very nicely, and you can learn from him. And talking about if you are someone who wants to learn DSA in C++, then you can refer to that channel of Navbakar. He has also teach the entire DSA in his playlist, so you can only refer to that channel if you want. I would not suggest that you should be you should be referring to his entire playlist. For basics, that is good, but for advanced topics, I would watch the playlist of Strava. He has this playlist of around 10 to 12 videos of recursion. First, I would watch that video. That would help me to solve questions, and then I would apply them on lead code. I would try to solve some 20 to 30 problems on recursion. Then gradually I would also develop a habit of giving context as well, because that will help me to compete with others and know where I stand. And during that time, I would also refer to his other playlist like tree, graphs, etc. And I would give that roughly around 5 to 6 months, okay? He has a good number of videos. His channel, if combined, his videos will be more than 300. His tree playlist has 60-70 videos, also his TP playlist, then binary search playlist, recursion playlist, a lot of series are there, and you can watch them, each of them, and you should make notes as well. I would make notes as well, okay? So that's how I would try to learn DSA, and with this time, I would not forget to solve one problem each day. Either you can start solving lead code problem of the day, because that gives the daily motivation for you. It will keep on going with your streak as well, so that will give you a decent motivation. Or you can solve Geeks for Geeks problem of the day. At the end of few streaks, you will be winning few goodies as well. So that will also help you to stay motivated. Or if you are someone who don't need any such kind of motivation, then you can refer to any other platform like CodeChef or Codeforces. I would personally suggest you Codeforces because that is a really good platform and the quality of those questions on that platform is really good. So I would prefer Codeforces. The DS is something that requires practice. So look, I have means once I finish all those playlists, I would be doing questions regularly. I would be attending contests regularly. So that will help me to keep remembering the concepts. That will help me to revise the concepts as well. And that will also help me in longer term. So now talking about development. Okay. Now I have learned DSA. We can say, okay. So after that, look, I will not start development when I finish DSA. I would start development when I am learning DSA. Okay. Means once I have finished the playlist of Kunal Kushwaha, means once I have learned all the basic concepts of DSA, then I would pick advanced DSA plus development. Means on the weekdays, you can say when I am going to college, or suppose you are going to college, on the weekdays, I would be covering the playlist of DSA in the college lectures or by sitting on the back benches, or you can say during the free lectures or at my home, and during the night time just solving the problems. And during the weekend, I would be watching the playlists for my development purpose. That will help me to balance both these things, because development is something that you can't skip during your college days. Okay, that would also help you a lot. So what resources would I follow? Look, for basic HTML and CSS, you don't need any kind of playlist. Okay, just go on and try to build something on your own. For reference purpose, you can watch that playlist of Code with Harry or CDS Coding School. They have decent playlist on HTML and CSS. So I would not suggest you to devote a lot of time. You can just devote 2 to 3 days on both HTML and CSS combined, because CSS is something that you learn by developing the things, and HTML is really easy. You can learn that in 2 hours. Okay, so that is really easy. So just don't devote that much time. Just quickly try to jump on JavaScript. So that thing I would learn from Syrian's Coding School. They have a good decent playlist of React, I think so. And that playlist of FreeCodeCamp, they have decent codes of React.js as well. So I would prefer any of those that favors me. So along with that, I was learning DSA. Okay, so by the time I would be finishing DSA, I have my front-end development done. So within 6 to 8 months, I would be a front-end developer as well as a guy who has decent knowledge in DSA. So now I would go on LinkedIn, just update my profile and start applying to the jobs that are looking for a React developer, or you can say an Angular developer. Okay, so why directly jumping to the jobs, not learning the backend? Because I have just watched the playlist. Okay, I don't have any practical life experience. Okay, so that I would gain from the internships, or I would be building any projects. That would depend on my mind and the opportunities. Suppose if I will not get any opportunities from LinkedIn or any site, then I would be building projects. So that will help me to understand the concepts in real world. And during that, while building the concepts, while building the projects, I would try to cover the concepts of backend. Backend is really fast, so I would not go that much fast. I would give around 6 to 12 months easily to my backend development. During the times, I would be also developing the projects, so that will help me to become a full stack developer side by side, and also I would be solving DSA questions as well for the practice purpose. So within a year, I would become a decent coder as well as a decent developer, but not completely, because I would be lacking few skills. What are those? Those are the core subjects and a miscellaneous thing that I talked with you during the starting of this video. Okay, so talking about other subjects like operating systems, computer networks, and aptitude. Okay, so core subjects, I would directly jump to websites like Geeks for Geeks, or just Google the topics that are directly asked in the interviews, or you can say you can go on InterviewBit site. These are really good websites like Geeks for Geeks and InterviewBit. They have questions directly that are asked in the companies. So I would jump to these sites. I would jump to the site of Take You Forward that have amazing articles written on those subjects, computer networks and operating system. You can refer to these websites as well. So just go on and start reading the articles of these websites, and they have really amazing articles. I prepare from those sites only, and they are really good. And also you will be preparing these subjects because these are the college subjects as well. You have to give your exams. So I would suggest just learn those subjects during your college years. And talking about aptitude, verbal reasoning, etc. There is a site called India Bix, and there are a lot of sites. You can just Google that and start practicing the questions, or you can just refer to that book, okay? Quantitative Programming and Aptitude. That is a book for government jobs, and I refer to that book that I got from my library and start solving just 100 to 200 problems you can solve, and you can easily crack any interview of aptitude. That is not really hard. Okay. So talking about the miscellaneous thing, the most dangerous thing. The miscellaneous thing is how I would be preparing for communication skills, how I would be preparing my resume. Okay. So these things are also really important. These matters a lot because most companies ask for resume, and your resume should be that much optimized that you can easily compete with thousands of persons who are also applying for the same job. Okay. Remember the time I was learning DSA and development. So when I had done my DSA and front-end development and I was switching to projects and backend development, I would watch this video of mine. Yeah. How to improve your communication skills within 2 to 3 months. So that video is really a gem, and you can refer to that video. That would be very helpful for me, and I am definitely going to follow that video. That is really amazing. So just go on and watch this video. Okay. Talking about resume, you can just Google on about good templates. That is a site, greenleaf.com, that has really good templates. So I would be referring to that to prepare my resume, and then I would jump directly into the market of whatever the sites that I have, like Naukri.com, Unstop, or everything, every other resource I would jump into, and I would constantly apply to 6 months or whatever time I have. I would directly apply and try to get any internship or a job. So that's how I would get myself placement ready within 1.5 years. And now I would be able to crack any decent placement in India. So that's all from my side for you guys. And if you like this video, then please just don't forget to drop a like. You can follow me on socials, and I will be catching you in the next video. Till then.